Multi-robot and multi-agent systems demonstrate collective intelligence through systematic and distributed integration of local behaviors in a group. Agents sharing knowledge about the mission and environment can enhance performance both at the individual and mission levels. In this video, we present a demonstration of a new knowledge representation and transfer strategy in multi-agent systems called KTBT, Knowledge Transfer Through Behavior Trees. The KTBT framework follows a query response update mechanism through an online behavior tree framework, where agents broadcast queries for unknown conditions or state sequences. Other agents respond with appropriate knowledge in the form of a condition action control subflow. We embed a novel grammar structure called stringBT that encodes knowledge for transfer in the KTBT framework. In this work, the KTBT framework is applied to the simulation of a multi-robot search and rescue problem. In a given mission, multiple agents interacting with each other through a KTBT framework may have varied knowledge of tasks. When an agent encounters a condition sequence that is unknown, it is broadcasted to the neighboring agents. An agent with the knowledge of the query responds with an appropriate subtree. For instance, if Agent 1 faces a condition sequence corresponding to a knowledge subtree known only to Agent 3, Agent 1 broadcasts a query that is responded to by Agent 3 in the form of a subtree encoded as a stringBT. Similarly, when Agent 2 queries about an unknown state sequence only known to Agent 1 responds with an appropriate knowledge subtree. In this example, a similar knowledge sharing occurs between Agents 3 and 2 also. This dynamic process of sharing knowledge subtrees is repeated among agents, and all agents over time have access to the necessary knowledge, allowing them to make informed decisions without querying repeatedly. A generic KTBT structure has control, teaching, and learning subtrees running in parallel as shown here. A control subtree has critical subtrees to the extreme left, followed by null-wedge subtrees. Knowledge subtrees are divided into common knowledge, prior knowledge, and new knowledge subtrees. New knowledge subtrees segment is a placeholder that is updated by the learning subtree with the new knowledge that is received through the query response process. Following the knowledge subtrees towards the right as shown in the figure are the fallback subtrees. The teaching tree is designed to receive queries and provide responses. The process starts with checking for any queries received and determining whether the query sequence is known. If the query sequence is known, the tree generates a response subtree, which is then encoded as a stringBT and transmitted. On the other hand, a learning tree running in parallel continuously monitors the current state sequence faced by the agent to identify if it is unknown. Once an unknown sequence is detected, the tree broadcasts the unknown sequence as a query sequence and waits for a response for a fixed duration. If a response is received within the timeout, the received knowledge is decoded and merged with the new knowledge segment in the control behavior tree. We test the KTBT framework on a search and rescue simulation with randomly distributed colored targets, and static obstacles and 4 collection zones. The goal of the robot team is to search and retrieve the targets and move them to their corresponding collection zones. This is the robot architecture designed for the search and rescue problem. These robots can sense the targets, collisions, and also estimate its position and pose with respect to a global reference. Additionally, they can also communicate with its neighbors by broadcasting queries and responding to the queries received within a fixed range. These robots are designed to move omnidirectionally, and also pick and place targets. The control actions are decided by a live behavior tree from the state information recorded by a state manager, that are sent to an action manager. The KTBT framework has been extended to the robots for search and rescue simulations, as demonstrated in this illustration. The control tree prioritizes collision avoidance by including it as the highest priority critical subtree, which is crucial for ensuring the robot's safety. In contrast, the random walk subtrees are placed at the extreme right under the selector node as part of the fallback subtrees. This is considered to be the lowest priority and are executed only when none of the preceding actions are viable. Here, we present a table that summarizes the stringBT tags and their corresponding representation in fluidBT packages, along with a sample stringBT representation of the control behavior tree. To enable the robot to function effectively, it is crucial that it has access to the latest knowledge. Therefore, we developed a wrapper that translates string BTs to fluid BTs and recompiles them in real time, ensuring that the knowledge remains up to date and usable by the robot, as it learns through the query response mechanism. This is a close-up snapshot of the simulation, showcasing obstacles and various colored targets, and multiple robots in different states. The robots can operate in various states, including random walk, target carry, teach, and learn, as depicted. Here is an instance from the search and rescue simulation that extends the KTBT framework. In this simulation, we use 5 multi-target robots colored in red and 1 ignorant robot colored in blue. A multi-target robot has knowledge about all the targets, and an ignorant robot has no knowledge about any of the targets. Hence, an ignorant robot should broadcast a query whenever a new target is encountered. The control behavior tree of the ignorant robot is shown in the inset. In the simulation, as the ignorant robot encounters the yellow target, it broadcasts a query as it is an unknown condition. A robot in its range stops and responds by transferring the subtree encoded as a string BT. Once the transfer is complete, the control BT of the ignorant robot is updated with the new knowledge, and the robot carries out its associated response actions. The updation of the control behavior tree with the new acquired knowledge can be seen in the live control BT in the inset. Here is another example of query response update action, with the live control BT shown in inset for one of the robots. The Search and Rescue Simulator, which demonstrates the KTBT framework, is available for download from this GitHub link. We have also provided comprehensive instructions for using the latest release of the simulator. Please note that the current release is only compatible with Windows PCs, and we highly recommend running the simulation software on a PC with dedicated GPUs and high single-core speeds to ensure optimal performance. The simulator's front screen provides options for inputting various parameters necessary for running the search and rescue simulations using the KTBT framework. Users can choose the types and numbers of targets, toggle the presence of obstacles in the search space, and select the scenario type to simulate. Additionally, users can select robot combinations, such as ignorant, multi-target, or target-specific robots, and set the robot communication ranges. Users can also specify the number of trials to run, select an option to run the simulation trials in parallel, and choose the simulation stopping criterion as number of iterations or as a percentage of targets collected. The simulator also offers various data-saving options. The simulator also provides users with the ability to pause and unpause simulations and stop simulations across all parallel instances. This is the simulation screen of an active simulation instance. The left half of the screen displays live simulations of the search space, showcasing various targets and obstacles, and the interactions between the different robots. The right half of the screen provides corresponding live simulation data. Here is an example of an instance being run on the SAR simulator. For more insights and results, please refer to our research article on KTBT, a framework for knowledge transfer through behavior trees in multi-robot systems. Thank you.